Thanks so much. This morning, we're joined by our musical guest, Noah Xeon.
Thank you so much for coming on the show today, Noah.
Well, thank you so much for having me.
So, Noah, when did you start singing and realizing you wanted to create music?
Well, I've been singing my whole life. Ever since I was a kid, I've just always been really into music. I've played the piano. Um, but when I got to college, I joined a musical theater club and a songwriting club, and I was just kind of doing it for fun. But then when the pandemic hit, I was looking for something to do, and I was getting kind of low and depressed from just like being inside all the time. So I really dove into songwriting, and I've just fallen in love with it, and I've like realized that that's what I want to do. And yeah.
That's exciting. So beyond that, who or what is inspiring your songwriting?
I feel like I don't really have one single thing or person that inspires my music or songwriting. Um, but I try to listen to a lot of different genres and a lot of music that's outside of like my comfort zone. Um, and I try to like draw inspiration from things from all different types of genres.
Cool. Definitely listening to you, I get like a very like Lewis Capaldi, like singer-songwriter vibe, which is really, I love Lewis Capaldi. So like, I really enjoy listening to your song. So I'm in a band myself personally, and one thing we like really struggle with is promoting our music and like getting our name out there, especially in such like isolated times where everything's online. So what do you do? Like, how do you promote yourself and get your name out there?
Yeah, so I guess uh, I hadn't really promoted myself until the pandemic started because that's when I started doing music. But I mostly just use Instagram and TikTok, and that's about it.
Cool.
Well, those are definitely the ways to do it
Yeah,
now.
that's what we do for sure. Yeah, it's tough. It's definitely tough. Yeah.
Yeah, definitely.
So what does your creative process look like? Take us through like writing a song.
Usually I just get some like phrase in my head that I really want to build a song around, or I get a tune in my head and I just start singing it. Like it just pops in my head all the time, and I just start kind of writing a song around that. Um, and then once I have like a verse or a chorus, I just build whatever I'm missing around that and make that the main focal point of the song. Um, and then I show it to my producer, and
Cool.
we just get started on it.
How would you describe your sound?
Um, I struggle with like figuring out what genre my music is. I guess it's kind of like an alternative
Yeah.
pop, maybe.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, for sure. So later in the show today, you're performing Flightless. What do you
Yeah.
want listeners to know about the song?
I wrote it when I was in a place in my life where I had a lot of insecurities and didn't really feel so great about myself. And the people I was surrounding myself with at the time also had their own internal struggles. And the way that they were dealing with their own issues was almost like holding me back from overcoming my own. And I think that's what Flightless is about. And just getting out of those situations and just being free and able to do whatever you want to do and be whoever you want to be.
Would you say that in your music that you try to put a lot of yourself into it and like your experiences?
Definitely. I wouldn't say that any of my songs are about any like specific scenarios or specific moments in my life. They're kind of like generalized um, stories about
Right.
many things that have happened in my life.
So I gotta ask, do you have any new projects, new songs coming out that we can listen to?
Yeah, so my song Flightless, I'm releasing it this month on April 16th. And then I'm also working with Steve at Infinite Recording on my second song. And I'm also going to be starting my EP, and both of those things will be released later this year.
Thank you so much for coming on the show today.
Thank you so much for having me.
When we come back, Noah Xeon is performing their song, Flightless.
Stick around.